you and how you speak is that you respond to all of my points by trying to recontextualize my answer and then argue a straw man instead of actually fucking just responding to.
And he just thinks that like people are gonna just agree to this. He could just explain it because it's the truth, and that everyone else needs to just like accept the reality that is Bo Black's mind.
What I say, and it makes this conversation go on way longer than half.
Because he reads tweets for a job. Well, you could have fooled me.
And it's so much fluff, and it's so fucking frustrating to deal with.
I won't admit that I'm a nomad. Okay.
And number two, now the point. All
right, number two, now my point. It's like, wait, what was all that other stuff? What in the fuck were you saying before this?
The difference between and then I'll let everyone else speak. I might actually leave.
I might actually just leave after I finish my one point, instead of letting you guys answer.
I will listen, but or maybe I'll mute. Fuck it. Okay. The difference between someone with an extra finger and then someone who's slightly attracted to kids but not fully attracted to kids is the second one is more psychologically complex, and only by a little bit. But the fact, like, it takes more words to say.
Dude, it takes more sentence. That's what we needed. We need more sentence. Just like we need one more super chat to hit the goal. 13 minutes remaining.
Than just someone with an extra finger, and it's a psychological based thing, so it takes.
Well, he does know psychologic, so
a little more of an advanced brain to understand. I'm not saying it's rocket science, but just it.
None of these are like words right now. He's just like fucking. He's just saying shit.
It takes a little bit more explaining than someone with extra fingers. Everyone can understand that immediately. So a label is useful for taking slightly or more complex things and putting it down.
There we go, boys. We hit the goal.
Just so it's easier to have conversation, not to put a label on you or be like, no man, but just so it's easier to have these types of conversations and have everybody on the same page instead of having these long, exhaustive discussions about semantics. Which
people say Mr. Girl wasn't right. In this case, I think that Bo Black's is wrong. I don't know what he's even trying to argue. I haven't even heard the opposing viewpoint. I don't even care. Whatever Bo Black said here was completely useless. It was just like an amalgamation of words. I don't even think there's an actual central argument.
What you have been engaging with so far.
This is like, well, Mr. Girl is bad, XYZ, which I agree in general. But like, if you walked up to Mr. Girl and said, pumpkin, lettuce, tomato, would you say that I won the debate? Like if I just walked up to Mr. Girl and said like an amalgamation of random words that didn't mean any actual, like, if there was no actual through point to the things I was saying, would I win that conversation? Is he that bad? I mean, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Everybody else can go. I need to get a water.
All right. Let's go to.
Dude, this guy needs to get a water. He's hyperventilating. This little poor little fella's worked himself up there.
Interjection.
Look from. Can I just retort for 10 seconds?
Oh, he's not getting up now. Now he's locked in.
10 seconds. Yeah.
Okay.
Bro!
If you think you're right, then
Do you have monkeypox? Thank you. Did your girlfriend use a strap-on and give you monkeypox?
No. What?
I heard you're into some BDSM shit, so I'm just wondering if that's how you got it. Why are you still here?
Let him speak, Dr. Nick. Let him SPEAKKKK. All bro had to do was put the tweets in the bag. Anyways, don't spend this money on a plush. Buy a cigar or something bad for you.
I gotta order some cigars. That's a good idea. Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
I understand why you think it's about semantics, but for me, the conversation isn't about semantics, it's about human nature, because we're...
Bo Black's never used Facecam before. What made him use Facecam so much more now? You know, I'm gonna take a shot in the dark here, because he said, how did you guys not know I was non-binary? My hair is long. Maybe he thought that, like, people would start to question him if they saw how long and curly his hair was. Unironically, that sounds so retarded that it might be the reason why he feels more comfortable coming out and being on camera now.
Describe which one.
He literally said, like, how did you guys not know I didn't cut my hair? Which blew my mind, personally. I thought that was like an insane statement. But that's clearly his thought process, so that would explain why he wasn't on camera.
Trying to define what is rare, what is unusual, what is even noteworthy. Is it noteworthy that somebody has 10 fingers? Like, no, it's not noteworthy. So I'm saying that I don't think that whatever...
Poor guy seems like he needs a hug. It's not gonna be me, but I mean, maybe somebody should hug him. Thank you. Thank you, Ian Sharp.
Whatever I said about cuties, or whatever I've said after about cuties or girls...
All right, so we're done with this. Let's get back to the segment. So this is the other clip of him soy facing out the mouth over the fucking plushies. The great plushie incident.
Plush? I don't know. It's just so surreal with like all the fucking. You guys know the lore. Like over the past like 5-6 years with me and Pokimane and like me and Keem and me and H3, so it's just funny. I don't know.
I don't respect you.
I mean, I just gave him a plush. I'm not like trying to slurp him or anything. But...
Bro, it's so crazy because after things got bad for him, he went from I just gave him a plush, I'm not trying to slurp him, to I'm really banking on the fact that Ethan's gonna mention my plushie and then I'm gonna sell a bunch of them over this. Like, I mean, honestly, I would have so much respect for Ethan if he just takes the Boblax plushie off the desk and realizes he's just getting used.
I like it too because he didn't record it. He just did it for the love of the game. Boogie happened to record it. He wasn't out for the cloud or nothing.
That is true.
He was just having a good time with his boy.
I salute. I say Kyle, you my friend.
No.
Possibly, but doesn't that just mean salute?
Maybe once upon a time it did, but not anymore.
I can't do that. I mean salute. I just meant salute.
No, I mean hail victory, evidently.
Well, hail victory.
I mean, specifically, yeah, when you search that, it just corrects you to not
Now,
be
so there is some sound bites that I listened to like a little bit because I clicked my ego. I clicked around.
Oh no, bro! Dude, this guy searched Bobby plush to see if they talk about it on the show.
It searched that long, but I heard a Keemstar
Yeah, because of my ego.
clip of a Keemstar moment that I can only imagine they would recently see.
Dude, it's crazy because he would write in the group chat and he would be like, I don't understand why you guys aren't bullying Keem more, or whatever. You should bully Keem with me. And then everyone's like, okay, thanks, Josh, for the input.
Because of the big Bungie video. If you guys watch the Rise and Fall of Keemstar big Bungie video, which I did.
It's because he had like a minor falling out with Keem and got kicked from a group chat. And then suddenly all of his talking points that he's defended with Keem on over the years were null and void. He's actually like an extremely malicious actor. I think that people don't really realize this because he acts so soft all the time. But like, that was his defining factor. It wasn't because Keem did something like brutal or something that you couldn't come back from. It was exclusively because of a personal gripe that he had with Keem, and at that point it was like all bets are off. He's always been kind of a malicious person that way. Tommy said he was going to backstab Augie at 100k, and I guess that came a little late, but Tommy was right again. That was just how Boblax would work. It would just be like minor gripe or whatever, and then he would just lock in.
React to on the stream. I put it members only, and I was going to make it into a highlight.
Nick, was Bobby mentioning his ego a Freudian clip? Well, yeah, it's definitely been beaten into the gutter by now. I bet, I don't know, does he have an ego anymore is the question.
But I forgot. People asked me about it on Twitter, so I just made the link unlisted. And I'm probably going to end up actually highlighting that as well. I need to like go back and catch up on that. But, oh yeah, hail victory. Yeah, dude. Not Trump. I was about to call him Trump. Ethan is getting. Maybe he's always kind of been like this. It's been since my humor. I don't know. Maybe at certain times he was more comfortable, kind of locking into that part of himself or not. But I love these little like jokes where he goes like edgy, but
just
like.
Wait your turn, man.
I don't know.
Today's
fucking Googled it.
Okay, bro, just chill. Let me just thank our sponsors, okay, before you lay on me.
Wait, so this is after LOLcow. So this has to be like in the May-June time frame, right? Let me guess. 5 months ago, July. I was close.
I'm not scrutinizing. I'm just literally trying to read.
Yeah.
What does Josh even do for money now? I don't know. Prostitution, probably.
Already has the boogie sound clips go.
I don't know. Can he make enough to survive there? Boblax has been doing prostitution for the past couple of months, and on a good month, he'll make $500.
Ready to go.
And stamps.com, who we like so very much. All right. First of all, one of the big stories we missed over the break was Tannis co-host Brooke Schofield for Schofield.
All right, so this is basically that. Let's see if I think we got a few more things I wanted to show here. Where are we? Bobby's back. Why is everybody so nutto? So then he started posting to Reddit, and I think after the pushback, he started deleting the posts. Bobby plush is now available for all of you to buy, and after 5 likes, suddenly it disappeared. Oh, look at this one. Wishing you a long and happy friendship here, with ups and downs. You are the loudest voice in my head. Thanks. Wishing you a good holiday season. Why did you bully a mentally challenged minor?
You lost so many.
That's just fucking unhinged, dude. Look at this one, bro. Look at this one. Brother, Keith bought like 400 Bobby dolls last time, and Ethan still gets thanked. Message from the creator to thank H3 Podcast. Bo Blacks and Mayo Monkey fans for their support. A new and improved version is now available. Keen gets cucked again, folks. Which, by the way, is a throwback to the time that Bo Blacks thought that a girl kissing a girl's ass with a guy's consent was cuckoldery, because people had to tell him that women threesomes are looked at more positively than male. Like, he didn't know that, like, two girls kissing is considered hot. Now, if he argued that the picture was white trash, I'd say he's probably correct. But he thought Babs, like, kissing, or even, like, taking pictures with Brantley was cuckoldery, which is really fucking cringe. I guess he doesn't really... I don't know, that was one of the moments where I was sitting there and I was like, oh, okay, Josh. So then he posted it to IG, and unsurprisingly, there were some complications with this as well. What the fuck is this, dude? What the fuck kind of promotion is this? Why is this... This is like a Jake Weddle joke. This is weird. New goal? Oh, I'm sorry. Did we hit a goal yet? Jesus fucking Christ, you guys are crazy. So yeah, there's also one more, and I wanted to... This is like a longer one now. We have to do a little voice acting. It's called We Do a Little Voice Acting, folks, because this is the coup de grace for this segment. The thing I saved for the very end. Here, let me just quickly do this, that, and another. Okay. There you go, guys. I fixed the goal. Look at this one, boys. Look at this one. They're mad that I launched a plush. I'm a bit more impressed than mad. I'm shocked that you don't remember the last time this happened. It only shows that you're a stupid fuck who's learned nothing. Why are you bitching at me? This is his Discord server, by the way. We're Blacks Maxing, dude. Why are you still doing this shit? Get a real job. Your fucking channel is dead. Get a real job, says the guy on Discord at 1 p.m. during the work week. 1 p.m. Say Blacks Maxing and I'll buy. It's 4 p.m. You live in Ontario. How did you get the time zones wrong? Lol. I will be a proud founder. This is rich coming from you. You literally live off the internet. You spend all day on Zitter and Blue Sky. You have no right to tell anyone to get off the internet. Yeah, keep crying. God, you literally do anything but... do you do anything but project? Because that's all you're doing here. We might have to let him speak. Let me speak! What the fuck is going on? His ult is charging. They're mad that I launched a plush. LMAO, no one is mad that you launched a plush. We're so back. Josh Goond. At Boblax, nobody is buying your plushie. People already bought them. Yeah. People are already buying them. It's gonna work out this time, I swear. Get a grip, you stupid fuck. Lol, so angry over a plush. Why does it sound like I'm talking to flamenco, bro? Actually, sir, my plushie sold very well. Bro, all you do is seethe in the comment section. I'm not mad. 4-year-old drama. Bro, get off of Discord. You need vitamin D. Why don't you go touch some grass? This is his personal Discord of his fans, yeah. You're gonna unleash the... Okay. Oh, no. Fans, yeah. You're gonna unleash the... Okay. Oh, no. He's gonna start singing about black people again. It'd be like that. You don't know the struggle. I'm gonna do Discord versus Boblax plushie. I don't plan on buying a plushie, but if it works out, then good for Boblax, I guess. Wow. This is actually fucking brutal, dude. This is legitimately some of the most embarrassing shit that I've ever seen. I don't know. Every time we talk about Boblax, I keep going back to his apology. Can we pull this up really quick? A couple weeks ago, people were telling me I had to address Josh and talk about his beautiful new apology. Look at.
When it came time to take things to the next level, I knew that I had to make a website, and Wix.
Look at this. If he tweets porn right now, that'd be crazy. Oh, you got to talk about Josh's apology. What do you think about Josh's apology? I go, Josh uploaded 3 videos in the last month. He's done nothing to prove that he's changed anything about his life. And I'm supposed to sit here and give my seal of approval? Change anything about his life. And I'm supposed to sit here and give my seal of approval. First of all, fuck him. I don't care. I'm not in this to see him do better or anything like that. I could give 2 flying fucks if he gets better. Absolutely 0 care at all in the world about Josh's well-being.
You lost.
And that's not just me being brutal. That's just the reality of the situation. When I said I was like cutting him off and I didn't want to talk to him anymore, that wasn't like performative. Where even is the apology? How far down does he just retweet stuff to show that, to make it like seem like his tweets get likes? Because if he posts, you'll see the tweets don't get any likes anymore. 47, wow. Let me see. Is this Aiden covering? Yeah. Earlier this year, I had a mental health crisis that I let get out of control, hurting many of my friends in the process. I let my worst tendencies and paranoias bubble to the surface, and I was too stubborn to accept advice of any kind despite asking for it anyways. I really just wanted confirmation bias for my own feelings at the time. I did start seeking professional medical help in late July, but instead of letting myself recover after starting to get help, I was again very stubborn and I pushed ahead, ignoring all the warnings that I needed to chill out before continuing to make drama content. My psychotic rant to Nick from July was the catalyst for me realizing something went horribly wrong, and I felt very guilty, and I felt it was my responsibility to update him and let him know how things were going in order to make things right or better somehow. Through my need to find an answer for this, I jumped to BPD, and I started telling Nick and others that BPD was the answer, even though I didn't have confirmation from medical is that supposed to be professionals? Processionals. I don't know why I thought that's how this guy, like, is that even a word? Processional? I don't know why I thought that was or how I'd make up for that, because it makes no sense, but regardless, I fucked up. I'm sorry to him and others who were just trying to help me, bro. He's got Beeble spelling. Yeah, I don't know, this is fucking cringe, dude. I gotta be honest with you, this is just my take. I thought this was bullshit at the time. People were charitable to him, which is fine. I'm not gonna bash anybody for being charitable. But, I mean, this guy has done absolutely nothing to indicate he's changed changed anything about his life. This sounded like the speech he gave me when he's like, oh, I don't know if it's time for me to... I think I need to take more time off. It was too soon for me to come back. It's the same shit he said last time. He says all this stuff, and then he promotes a fucking plushie that he knows he can't sell, embarrassing the fuck out of himself, and you're telling me this is a changed man? This is a guy who's done anything positive to fix his life? Give me a fucking break, dude. Absolutely unreal. You bash Jake Doolittle for being charitable? I bash Jake Doolittle for being a loser. If he was charitable, he would donate to, like, St. Jude's like everybody else. He's not charitable, he's self-serving. Jake Doolittle wanted all of the clout associated with being a charitable person. He wanted all of the positives associated with being known for somebody who donates, who has his own charitable organization. If he didn't, if that wasn't the case, he would have sent the money to the people who helped him instead of trying to do it for other people. He wanted that's what he wanted. He's not charitable. If he was charitable, he'd send $500 to a soup kitchen instead of maybe doing a lottery for one person per month. That guy sucks. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't really... The biggest charity in the world is whoever's still friends with Bo Blacks. That's the most lucrative... Like, that is the most difficult charity to find people to donate to. Nobody wants to spend their hard-earned money there. But, yeah, that's it for Bo Blacks. There's no happy ending on this one, guys. Jake Doolittle exploiting the idea of charity for more traffic to his channel. Look, dude, I mean, let's say it. I figured this whole thing out after fucking 5 streams. I figured out what actually happened. He had a Never Stop merchandise that where 10% went to charity, where he notably gave 10% to this foundation, and then he had a foundation called Never Stop. Now, the charitable thing to say is that he didn't know these two things would be confused, and then when he was called out for it, he fixed it by merging the two together. But the reality of the situation, I don't know, maybe this is just my headcanon, but it sounds like he tried to pull a fast one to sell fucking merchandise, and when people called him out for measly contributions to his own charity, he course-corrected. You're telling me that when he manually set it so 10% go to his charity, he didn't oh, I started a charity and I already had the merch line. You didn't, like, how did you do that and still leave 10% for the charity? If you... Oh, I didn't think people would get these things mixed up. Yeah, you did. I'm sorry. I don't believe that. I don't buy that for a minute, dude. He's getting off way too easy on this. That was malicious, dude. I'm sorry. I don't buy it for a fucking minute that was an accident. But I'm not gonna... there's no real reason to drone on about Jake Doolittle. Because honestly, outside of that, like, first initial video, there's not really much... what does he do? He posted, like, 100 women... Oh no, 100 dicks entered a woman today challenge or something. That's what he's spending his time doing. Yeah, my bad for derailing it. No, it's okay. I kind of wanted to flesh that out a little bit more, and this segment had to make it to an hour anyway, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, but every segment feels like the last segment on Boblax, and this one doesn't really feel any different than that. It shatters my brain. My whole concept of reality explodes. Because when I think that I'm done talking about Boblax, he just does something more retarded. I mean, again, every segment feels like this is a solid ending point. We could probably stop talking about him. And then 3 weeks later, he does, hey guys, I'm better now. This is my apology. Also, I'm launching a plushie that I totally think I could sell, trying to bank on Ethan to sell it for me, because I have absolutely no self-awareness at all whatsoever. And I'm a pathetic wretch. Nick, you don't understand, Boblax is a lol cow now, there's no end. He was always a lol cow. He was just lucky to have friends who kept him in line. He's trying to manipulate the situation into people attacking his health thing and playing the victim card. Yeah, big shocker there. Boblax is playing the victim card. That's the only profession he can still do, is being a victim. You try to be a friend as long as you could to Boblax. Yeah, I mean, when people tell the story, it doesn't really matter what I did. They all act like I released Boblax's sexuality instead of him tweeting it at me to try to attack me with it. Like, that's how you know somebody's bad faith. When they turn around and say Nick leaked Boblax's sexuality after I went out of my way not to mention it, and then someone gave Boblax bad advice or something to attack me with it, and then we started talking about it because of course we did. It's public now. But I mean liars are going to say that we did it first. It's all documented. You released his sexuality makes it sound like you turned him non-binary. No, that was the vex. I'm kidding. Okay, don't demonetize. That was a joke. I wasn't trying to be an ass, just saying the doctor should be fired. Not once did it cross my mind that all these older, more experienced streamers might have an affiliated charity, or even a non-profit. I'd love to see the account books. Oh yeah, sure. 100%. Normal people just donate to charities. They don't have to be a hero about it. And you call it a hero, but if your contribution is less than what donating to like a notable organization is, and you're just trying to get off the ground, listen, hey, you want a big charity? That's good for you, alright? I'm not knocking every person who starts a charity or saying every person who does it is a self-serving asshole, but I'm saying a 300,000 sub YouTuber who wants to start a fucking huge charity and trying to do it off the backs of his more experienced and more, like, influential friends and trying to guilt trip them or blackmail them into helping is probably self-serving. I think that's a reasonable assessment for that position. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. This has been a lot of e-bagging. This has been a lot of e-bagging tonight. Wow. The last 2 weeks, there's been a lot of e-bagging. It goes all the way back to the Patreon guy who's like, unsubscribing from my Patreon is a form of, like, mental emotional abuse. I don't know what it was, but after that, it's been a cascade of just e-bagging. E-bagging after soy leftist couldn't make enough money this month, after gaming YouTuber drama. It's just... nobody can make rent on fucking Christmas. Did everybody forget this is the biggest month of the year? Why is there so much poverty drama in fucking December, dude? Have you seen the CPMs? What the fuck were you doing for the rest of the year? Isn't that crazy? Everybody went poor during the biggest month of the year? I'm not going broke. Oh, Keldodge, I'm not talking about you. No, I'm talking about what's it called? I don't even remember the guy's name, to be honest. We had like 5 consecutive dramas. The Xander Hall segment was brutal too. Holy shit. Chat, we made $5 today. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. People give more when the brokies beg more. I'm gonna be honest with you. You're not lying, alright? Covering like these weird poverty dramas is like the most lucrative content on stream because everyone's just like throwing money around like crazy to make fun of the guy who doesn't have any. It's actually brutal.
Stuff kind of got
Right.
moved around. Or
I'm gonna
whatever.
try not to sound like a psychopath. Okay, I'm gonna
Go
do my
off,
best.
Nick. Go off.
Who the fuck does he think he is? Really? I'd like to know. Who the fuck does this guy think he is? He couldn't even sell 250 plushies at the fucking zenith of his fucking popularity. Okay? At his biggest moment of his entire career, he couldn't even sell 250 stuffed animals of this freak. Okay? So I'm just super curious. Who the fuck does he think he is that he can show back up with a dead channel? Okay, and fucking sell 250 of them. You know how embarrassed this whole community was because that fucking idiot went out and did that shit? Do you know how embarrassing it is secondhand that we all had to do fucking group streams and shit like this talking about, oh, you gotta sell Boblax's plushies because he sold like fucking 12 of them, okay? He had to get 2 of the biggest YouTubers who hate each other to publicly feud just to sell enough to sell it out. And during this, by the way, Salvo did a stream where he kissed Edwin on the lips and Boblax had to keep calling in and flagellating so he could just sell maybe 1 or 2 more of them. Do you think that you needed to put this fucking community through this again? I don't care about any of this BPD stuff anymore. I don't care about any of this new shit anymore. If this guy was my friend, he did none of that stuff, I'd have dropped him tomorrow. We had a fucking call. We said, Tom can sell plushies, none of us can. Know your fucking role. And everyone agreed on it. I don't even know. Do you remember this call? Do you remember this?
I really don't. To be honest, I don't.
This was really fucking embarrassing for everybody. This was really fucking gay. And then this guy is gonna go out and sell fucking plushies that he knows he can't sell because he's fucking retarded. And he thinks he who the fuck he is. He thinks he's a rich, non-internet super celebrity, and he's gonna sell these 250 plushies. He's not gonna sell more than 5 of them. Let's be honest.
I thought the plushie drama was fucking hilarious. I was not embarrassed at all.
I haven't ever done merch because I am like mentally scarred of the embarrassment that Josh had to go through when he tried to sell plushies. It has impacted my thought process on selling merch for my brand. Okay,
Damn.
But Josh doesn't have that. Josh doesn't feel like, holy shit, I'm a colossal failure. People around him feel that, but he doesn't feel it. He has no idea what that feels like. He doesn't have that emotion. Okay, so he just goes out and does a colossal failure job where he has to get bailed out by every single person he knows just to sell a stupid toy. Okay, and he looks at that as an absolute victory. Like, oh, we ought to do this again. Fuck off.
He's gonna sell like 3 of them. I mean, he sold like 30 naturally the first time.
Give him one. They dropped him from Meta PCs. He's not getting a fucking plushie deal.
You know, I bet he will actually sell all the plushies because there are certain
I think they dropped
areas.
him. I don't know if they did, but
There are certain areas of the internet that are now keen and interested on Boblax, such an unspecified community.
if you sell merch, why are you selling merch in something that's like, what is it, $25 to $30 for shipping, where you know you have to sell 250 of them, or they refund all of the money and you look like a fucking loser? Why would that be your first merch item that you're selling? Is one where, like, why wouldn't you sell shirts so you know, okay, I sell this many shirts per month. This is a good start. Now I know that I could potentially sell this dropout. Like, why the fuck? How stupid do you have to be to embarrass yourself like that?
Can I buy one of the plushies when he makes a new?
I have one.
Can I buy one of the new Boblax
This guy's so
plushies?
fucking unself-aware that you can go to Keem's house and shoot them with paintball guns. He's got barrels and truckloads of this guy's fucking toy.
Oh man, Nick, I think you need to give him a chance, bro. Let him fucking prove himself.
Give him a chance, and he embarrassed everybody.
You captured Zone A.
Oh man.
Just give him an eighth. Just give him an 8th chance. It's no big
Yeah.
deal.
But also, Nick, you can't really argue with the first merch shit, because if he like sells a mug with its logo on it, some crazy bitch is gonna smash it in her car. Like,
Yes, dude.
That was funny. And Augie sold that merch. Augie, have you sold a combined 250 pieces of merch?
Not 250. I will say, when I launched, I've only done merch one time, and it was back when I averaged like 100 viewers back in like 2019. I launched a coffee mug. And I made like $500 the first day, so I sold them. I sold them back then. If I sold merch now,
but the guy who reads tweets can't.
if I sold merch right now, I would sell a lot. But the thing is, I wouldn't be doing like 200 plushies, like where I have to like, it's like a clothing line where it like comes to my house and I have to sell like a certain number of them. I would just do like Teespring, where it's like, oh, you know, like it's a company that outsources all of the fucking, you know, production and shipping or whatever, right? I just make an account on a website and I just put my fucking design on it and then that's it. I'm done with it, right?
If you guys think I'm being a scumbag, just be clear. A Cheeto has like fucking, he had like 400,000 subs, 500,000 now. He didn't sell them. Just to be clear.
Well, who wants a plushie? Women buy plushies, right? Like, who the fuck is gonna buy like a plushie of their favorite
Tom sells
fucking
them out
YouTuber?
every time.
My dog.
Tom's done 2 runs.
Yeah, damn. Well, I guess I don't know. I don't really know who the market is for this, other than like women.
They sell tons of U2s. They sell U2s and shit. U2s plushies as well.
Yeah.
Those guys sell that shit. There's a wavy web surf U2s, right? No, some of these guys can pull. They can do it. I don't think either of us could, but there's a chance that we could.
I
Cheeto couldn't though.
Yeah.
A Cheeto couldn't. You know, the people who are gonna buy this stupid merch are the people who are like stream viewers. Those are who's gonna buy it or whatever. Like main channel Nick DiOrio viewers, even if I uploaded tomorrow, wouldn't be interested in buying a fucking plushie of me. Stream viewers might, but again, it's a fucking plushie. Who wants a stuffed animal with a fucking face on their shelf?
Dude, Jaden McNeil in the chat. Bo Black's just hoping to sell his shout audience plushies so he'd have their addresses.
Yeah, he's gonna sell rainbow plushies. But who wants Nick DiOrio's fat fucking face on their shelf in a fucking squeezable form? Is that something you want in your fucking house?
Yeah, well, Smaggle might because he's like a fucking deranged,
you want to put it in your
autistic
jar,
pervert.
you fucking sex pest.
He just wants to put it up his ass.
Fucking put it in my fucking mouth, dude. I'll fucking use it as a chew toy.
If I had a plushie to announce, this would have been the fucking best promotion ever. If I just immediately segued into a fucking plushie thing.
I have, you know, it's so funny. I have the plushie sitting next to me right now. It's like sitting right next to my mixer from the After Hours episode. I've just never moved it. So every time I use my PC, I'll just see it there. I'm just like, what the fuck is this?
Right, let's keep going. I derailed this whole fucking stream.
Yeah, no, you needed to let that out because I was on the phone with you the other night and I heard you go on the same rant on the phone. I was like, holy
I was just
shit.
so fucking.
I didn't know this was such a big thing to you. I just never knew this.
No, it drives me nuts. It just, dude, watching him go on stream and act like a loser, like during this whole time where we were giving Tipster the same shit and not giving it back to Boblax because he was in genuinely such an awful place where he has to sit there and be like, thank you, Edwin and Salvo, thank you for kissing on stream so I can sell stuffed animals, was just like a disgusting display of fucking estrogen energy, and it was just disgusting. It was just awful.
Nice. Aiden says, I got bored and kicked myself out. You're just the gayest guy of all time. You are just the gayest loser of all time.
But it's also the fact that he's literally on the balls of his ass after taking time off when he knows he's only making $800 total per month across 2 channels. And he's like, now is the time I'm going to sell these plushies.
Yeah. Yo, big donation, big shout out to 07 in the chat for Poke Princess 93 with the $200. Let's fucking go. Buy enough plushies to strap fireworks onto them. He gives us retards a bad name. Make a Nick DiOrio plush with an autism pattern on it. I don't think Nick will be doing that. Dude, thank you so much for the giant donation, though. Holy shit. All right, let's watch more of this. Let's watch more.
Still happening. New copyright matches? Dude, am I high enough to strike?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Really?
Captured zone A.
Am I high enough to strike?
One, yes, break that one. Although this one, it's gonna be different. It's gonna have a blue jacket, and okay. Basically, what I asked them to do, and I haven't seen it yet. Let's see, Black. Shit.
I'm so angry watching this.
Can I like color on the screen or something? I'll just like say. I'll just.
Dude, imagine his taxes. He immediately deleted his taxes folder right there. Did you see that?
What the fuck am I looking at? Nice.
No, nothing. There's messages there. What are those, sir?
What?
The mayo
what the?
monkey and stuff. out of a bird, and then my glasses.
Is he designing it live?
Wait a second. We could get a Mayo Monkey plush. I think we should fundraise that as a community. We should all come together and get the Mayo Monkey plush.
Nick, you're not gonna cut me off if I buy the plush, right? I'm getting a little nervous.
Yes. I'll never talk to you.
Damn it. Fuck.
The ones I have now, so I imagine it would end up looking like black on top and then like. So
I want him to release a plushie where he's in blackface.
To keep the rarity of the first one, right? And
the rarity of the first
have
one.
Another edition. Just another different one by Bo Blacks. Probably gonna call this one Bobby plush. Obviously, we didn't have the Bobby
I didn't know this video started off with plush talk at the very beginning. That's so funny.
I hate you so much, Bo Black. You understand? Like it went from like just anger to hatred when he started talking about the plushie. I swear to God, like you could remove everything that happened, I would be just as mad.
Since the plush has already been designed and it's only making minor modifications, I'm actually curious. I might be able to get it on sale by Christmas, but I'm not sure. I'm hoping, but we'll see. I've
Kyle the Dutchman Amber Alert.
and I don't want to do.
Holy shit.
Well, this has been a plan for a long time, even before the controversy, but I kind of. Well, I was gonna dabble in it a little more on Mayo Monkey, but essentially I'm kind of done with the drama streamer community. I've said all I kind of needed to say.
By your own decision, I assume, right?
I was just gonna turn
like now you're done. Okay.
He told everybody that he cut me off.
I
swear to God.
What I have been doing on Mayo Monkey into kind of just like a comedic outlet, comedic outlet to just laugh at some dumb shit. But people take that shit way too seriously. So
okay, Jake Weddle has published a new statement of, and I can't, dude. Obviously, everything is Mr. Beast's fault, right? There's never any other reason that things could be happening right now. It has nothing to do with like legal threats or him crying or any of the other stuff that's been going on. It's all Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast has caused this whole drama. He said, also, as some of you know, the online harassment that I've received has kicked up dramatically since Jimmy went and did his I Did Nothing Wrong tour. The hashtag #RJakeWeddle and Free Nathan Weddle have permeated Twitter, hence why I got off the platform. Other creators have infiltrated and recorded my audience for the purpose of making content out of generating more drama. Lame, cringe, and illegal. Ooh. And some of these people have ripped apart my special for the paywall platforms and streamed it. Lame, cringe, bad, and illegal. I say all of this to say, none of you can get on stage like this. None of you can perform stand-up for 5 minutes, let alone 30. None of you, and I mean none, can do this. But I'd love to see you try. This special means a lot to me because it shows all you hate-filled morons what you'll never be able to accomplish. Be funny in front of a real live audience. Well, he's got us there, chat. Lol, you can't, but you could be an angry dumbass behind a screen. That's more fitting. Stay behind the screen. That's where you belong. I have made the right enemies. People who spread vile shit like this online shouldn't be in my corner. I find all of you much more cringe than you find me. Yeah, I don't think that's possible. I really don't think that's possible. Oh, God. And that says a lot. But you all do is show your lack of empathy based and frankly broadcast to the world that you are sad, stupid, lonely, and need friends or a hobby that isn't just saying slurs to each other online. I gotta say, Jake Weddle is my favorite new person. I love him. I think that if he If comedy was about being unintentionally funny and being made fun of, I think he would be the #1 comedian of all time. Legitimately. I might watch his thing when it's free. I'm not gonna watch his paywalled thing though on stream. I think that's a little soy. But yeah, I might watch his comedy show on stream. Who knows? He could show me what I'll never be able to accomplish. It'd be really funny. I don't know. Saying slurs is one of my favorite hobbies. Based. That's funny. His girlfriend's not trans. Chill. She works on cars though. That was pretty cool. Yeah, no, she's crazy. I'm posting the VOD with her tomorrow, which is even funnier. Yeah, that's tomorrow's content. We're all done with the Jake Doolittle story. That was fun. 4 installments of that. Recently, what else has gone on? Let me see. Is there any other like regular crap going on right now? Oh god, I saw this. Someone compared Atrioc to a rapist. Dude, imagine if a full-blown rapist raped somebody, but then they went on a vigilante killing spree and killed 100 rapists. This guy jerked off to AI porn. That's it. That's all he did. He jerked off to AI porn, and it was even funnier because it was AI porn of his friend's girlfriend, which is pathetic, and we should be making fun of him, but we're calling him a predator for it, which is absurd. But we're comparing that to rape now, so that's fun. People are like, I can't believe that he's been allowed back. Oh, good. I used to get ads on here for Bank of America. Make Ohio goon again. That is the, dude, Twitter is a cesspool.
Playing League. If you don't have Poor Professor yet. Yes, it makes such a big difference in all...
Gone up $1,000. Can you see this? It's usually $237. It's now $238. All right, let's take a look at this. iDubbbz's response video to the criticism going in 23 minutes. I'm sure it'll take us over an hour to watch it. Let's go now.
Now, thankfully for me, I have the majority of this video already recorded. This is just a little addendum.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, so we're adding something in at the very beginning of the video. Wait, why? What is happening?
You lost.
What?
Now, thankfully for me, I have the majority of this video.
What is he wearing? What is Bodhi? It looks like fucking Darth Vader's little thing on his chest. What is that?
Already recorded.
It looks like he's wearing a fucking straw. Like he bent a straw and he put it around his neck.
This is just a little addendum.
That's a microphone? I thought it was like one of those AI devices that like Marquez Brownlee looked at.
Addendum is something that you put at the end, but this is a predendum. I'm throwing in a little predendum. Something that
a person's extended genitals.
The end. But this is a predendum.
That's especially a woman's. What?
I'm throwing in a little predendum.
Did anyone read that text?
Something that I've been struggling with for a long time on YouTube is concern trolling. The thing that I really struggle with is not identifying concern trolling. The difficult part of it is when there are people who have authentic concern out there and the concern trolls are concerned over the same thing. So I'm like, oh fuck, I'm giving in to the concern trolls by addressing, you know, this segment of the population.
Why does he give a fuck about any of this, dude? I don't understand.
Who have genuine concerns. So I don't want to let the trolls inhibit my ability to communicate to my fans or people who are confused out there. So I want to talk about Creator Clash. I want to talk about the structure of the...
That's the thing, is like, I don't know why the guy who made a whole video concern trolling about like, Ethan, we want to fix you, Ethan. We want you to get help. Not this part, obviously. But like this whole thing that he did with the with this guy, yeah. Like, this is like the biggest concern troll op I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'm not confident that Kirk will change his grade, but it's...
That's the grade changing part.
I hear you. You're in the room with me right now. I hear you. I hear your request. I understand it.
He talks, like, he gets all these people on. He's like, we're just trying to, like, help you, Ethan. We want things to be better for you.
Apology rating system. So I'm going to rate Ethan to just use a hug. Now, of course, it kind of pisses me off to hear that shit because I'm like, what are we doing? What are we saying? He needs a hug? No, he doesn't need a hug. He needs a good fucking ass whooping is what he needs. I think something that's very important to me in bringing back Content Cop is to be fair. I think that was something that was not illustrated in previous Content Cops that I think should have been, and probably wouldn't have left me with so much regret.
Going back, I still don't know what he means by being fair either. Like, he was a malicious entity in the previous episodes.
Ethan deserves all of the criticism that he's getting. I think it's very valid. But I also think, at the end of the day, we should acknowledge that he's human, because he is human. And he is in a situation that's making him extremely scared.
Okay, this is literally the concern trolling. Like, in real time, this is where the concern trolling is happening.
Paranoid, defensive, sensitive, and I'm sure other features and feelings. In the spirit of Kirk saying that it looks like Ethan could just use a hug, I have challenged some of his most powerful haters to put down the haterade and just say something nice and charitable about him, because I think he deserves it.
And it happens throughout the course of the video. That's probably not even the best example, but that's all that we've really been seeing from iDubbbz and Anissa. I think Anissa put out a tweet saying, like, he needs help. Someone's got to step in and get him help. Do I have that one? Is that findable? I don't know how much Anissa's been talking. Anissa Jomha. I gotta obviously go and evade the block to get it. But it was a recent tweet she'd posted, and it was like, someone's got to contact somebody to help them.
I really like you.
Let me see this. Yeah, look at this. Dude, from the creator of Concern Trolling. Okay, it's time for loved ones to step in for real. Parent, partner, someone. I'm saying this so genuinely. It's okay to ask for help. Please get help. No one in his orbit loves him enough. They are only there to make money. Like, this is concern trolling. This is so weird that this is happening. And now it's skipped to 7. No, we're not going to skip, but I am willing to watch that. I'm
business
excited.
And how it's changed over the years, and just sort of put to rest any of the lies that are being spread out there about Anissa, about me, and about the event. My main incentive for sharing this information is that I have felt extremely handcuffed by Creator Clash these past years because I'm not an expert communicator, and I don't know how to convey things.
Bro, that's crazy for a commentator to say. Guys, I'm horrible at communicating things. Oh. That's, wow, awesome, dude. That's great. You should host a charity boxing event where you are in charge of communicating with the fighters.
I'm an expert communicator, and I don't know how to...
Did Harley say that was his only job, was to communicate with the fighters and make sure that, like, morale was up going into Creator Clash 3? Like, that was what he relegated himself to doing, was, like, fighter relations moving forward?
Convey things, not over-communicate, not do all these things that potentially put the event at risk and put other people at risk. And that's kind of...
Like, this guy professionally communicates. That's all he does. Like, he's like a professional communicator.
Why I wanted to step away from this event. It feels like it's inhibiting my ability, like the business side of things, like inhibits my ability to communicate openly and effectively, especially when there's so many people counting on me to, you know, do that well. So it's a lot of pressure, and now that Anissa and I have stepped away from it, I want to just clear the air because I don't feel that same pressure that I did when I was part of the event. If you look into charity events, they come in so many different shapes and sizes, and there is really no format that is completely obvious for creator boxing plus charity. For the first Creator Clash...
What? No, there's one format, all right? A percentage of the tickets go to charity. Then you could add, like, no, that's a pretty fucking simple format. What are you talking about? What are you fucking talking about? What?
Watch hell, I started to spread the watch disease. Got my dad a TSO PRX.
Ooh. Nice. Wait, what is he talking about?
Completely obvious for creator boxing plus charity. For the first creator clash, we had the business model of after everyone has been paid for, the expenses of the event, all profits go to charity. That was the business model, and it was successful. Thankfully, it worked out the first year. Now, some people will be critical of one of the costs being parties for Creator Clash 2.
Wait, hold on. So he puts a timestamp in to jump to 7:55 if you want to talk about, for no Creator Clash. I'm completely fucking shot. All right, so this is all here in the beginning on purpose. So wait.
Here. Now, some people will be critical of...
I'm critical of the bonuses, too, not just the parties, but okay.
One of the costs being parties for Creator Clash 2 and actually Creator Clash 1, because that's where we got the idea from. It was very successful for Creator Clash 1, or the event was successful. We don't know if the party worked to encourage people to promote the event, but that was the idea.
Wait, if the party is... Hold on.
For Creator Clash 2 and actually Creator Clash, be critical of one of the costs being parties for Creator Clash 2 and actually Creator Clash 1, because that's where we got the idea from. It was very successful for Creator Clash 1, or the event was successful. We don't know if the party worked to encourage people to promote the event, but that was the idea. You get a bunch of creators to show up to a fucking hotel the night.
How would a party after Creator Clash help promote Creator Clash? Because Creator Clash 2 had parties after the event. Why not put, some money into having promotion before the event?
The GOAT. Thank you for the $5, my man.
Creator Clash 1 was an event where most people found out, the 2 days before or the day of the people were boxing. If you go back in time and you fucking watch the historical fucking rollout of the Creator Clash announcements and stuff, the promotion there was awful. I don't want to hear any arguments that, we needed to promote the event by having parties, because then people might show up, I guess, when you don't do any other promotion throughout the course of the entire event and bring on fighters who can't sustain an audience enough to actually promote it effectively. This is a huge problem, and you having a party is not getting you out of all of the criticism for the promotion being terrible.
Night before
this just doesn't seem like it makes sense.
Fight, and they're going to post about it on social media. And
I literally think there are more people who have found out on my streams that there are boxing events that are happening than strictly from the Creator Clash Twitter or YouTube channel.
Night before their fight, and they're going to post about it on social media, and the internet will be abuzz. And the event was successful, so we thought that strategy of having, a little a little hullabaloo before the event and after the event was a good idea. So we ran with that strategy again, hoping that creators will post about it and be excited about it and buzz will be generated, but it didn't happen. Or maybe it did happen, but it just didn't sell tickets. I would cross that off my list.
Wait, okay, so, wait, hold on. Why would it sell tickets if all these are happening on the same weekend? Like, for this to make sense, it has to be, I saw that there were parties during the first Creator Clash that I probably wouldn't be able to attend. Therefore, I'm gonna buy a ticket for the second Creator Clash because they're having a party for influencers. What is the argument here? I am completely lost.
About it and be excited about it and buzz will be generated, but it didn't happen. Or maybe it did happen, but it just didn't sell tickets. I would cross that off my list as a learning experience.
Wait, what do you mean a learning experience?
Well, if you do this strategy, you either gotta force people to post about it, or you have to fucking, I don't know, not do it. You gotta make sure that people are slapping each other during the weigh-in. That's probably what I'd change it to. Because it's cheaper, you know? It's a lot cheaper if people slap each other during the weigh-in.
Wait, why is he brushing this off? Because they were acting holier than thou, saying like, oh, we don't have drama at our events. We're the wholesome, we care about boxing community. Yeah, you have to do a little bit of promotion.
I just wasn't about that.
What participation can... Hey, listen, Heather Wood in chat, specifically just reading off a random chatter name, alright? If you see that they had a party after Creator Clash 1, would you think, holy shit, I gotta go to fucking Florida so they can not invite me to the gala the next time? How does that help engagement with the audience? How does that help sell tickets?
Is Dark Viper EU a virgin? No, I am not.
Guys, the people who come to your gala aren't selling tickets for your event.
Hey Nick, just popping in to say hi. Also, the Cameron 305 guy recently made a content deputy on IDUB.
Yeah, I'm probably not watching that.
Also, is it just me or is Ian and Anissa the type of people you would be uncomfortable to be around?
Probably.
Nicholas!
Thank you!
The goat.
I don't want the fake drama shit. For the second creator...
I don't want fake drama shit, so instead, I'm gonna... brought to you by the guy who hates fake drama, the Israel-Palestine conflict, desert war, and charity boxing. Like, give me a break, dude. Oh no, they can't slap each other at the weigh-ins, but what they can do is talk about fucking Middle Eastern conflicts.
Weigh-in. I just wasn't about that. I was just like, I don't want this fake drama shit.
Thank you.
Second Creator Clash, we used the same business model. This time we increased the budget, we had more fighters, we had a bigger arena, and more expenses in general.
So is he saying that the party that he had at Creator Clash 1 was to promote the Creator Clash 1's event?
I'm a shit. For the second Creator Clash, we
because I don't see how that can correlate. How a party the weekend of the Creator Clash could promote the event.
Nicholas Diorio.
Like that fundamentally just does not make any sense.
He's poignantly communicated the past. This wasn't an issue until now. If this is how he communicates now, under the thumb of his wife, it make me wonder who was pulling his strings prior to her coming into his life.
Nicholas, the goat. Thank you for the $5, my man.
Yeah, they've talked about the parties being like a VidCon thing for the fighters too. That's another thing that happened. Yeah, the parties seem to be like definitionally, they're defined by what they need it to be at a given moment.
Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
I am still learning. I just learned empathy at my grand age. Next, I will learn how to count to 10 in my ABCs.
Yeah, maybe by 40 he'll learn to stop shitting in his diaper.
I was like, I don't want this fake drama shit. For the second Creator Clash, we used the same business model. This time we increased the budget, we had more fighters, we had a bigger arena, and more expenses in general. As a result of that, there were a lot more costs, and our ticket sales did not make up those costs. It seemed very obvious that this was not the way to run the charity boxing thing.
Wait, is he gonna leave out?
The goat. Thank you for the $5.
Hold on, there was a second gala for Creator Clash, right? There was a second gala. I don't think there was 2 in Creator Clash 1, right? So they added an additional gala. Is he gonna mention that that was another added expense, was a whole night of partying for the boys?
We told our business partners, we are not going to do this event again unless it can be promised to us that there was a way to guarantee money for charity. And the business model that was presented to us was what we're enacting, or what we did enact this year with
Guys, we failed at charity, so we've decided executively, along with our business partners, to give up. No more charity. We're gonna do a GoFundMe link. We're gonna attach that shit out of our hands, out of sight, and we could run our for-profit boxing match for our parties and clout sex and fucking clout orgy sessions that happen in fucking Tampa Bay, Florida.
What's the name of the guy? Keemstar Orbiter, Nick Oreo, Mr. Oreo.
Is the for-profit side of the business is unincorporated.
Yeah, literally. Wait, that's actually the funniest thing. It's influencers will pay. It's like, no, the audience will pay. You're begging them for money.
Incorporated with the charity aspect. So the charity partner is its own fundraiser that we sort of like push people to, you know, before.
Yeah, that's not a charity aspect. Saying, hey, you guys ought to, you know, give money or something, maybe, please, is not an aspect to an event. That's entirely separate.
Or during and after the event. I think where some of the confusion is that many people don't understand how charity events operate, because to be honest, they're all very different. And with something like a charity boxing event, there's a lot of money that you have to front to put it on in the first place. And if you have an investor, you're able to do that. That investor is going to want money, they're going to want profit, but that at least gives you the initial funds to put on the event. There are other charity initiatives and events that allow people to spend money for a ticket and immediately get a product. And
I can't, dude. I can't take this fucking seriously. I'm legitimately like dying right now. I need to put this to Creator Clash 2. You need to hear the words that come out of his mouth, but pair it with like the actual event, okay? Hold on. I gotta make a video in real time right now. I used to be a YouTuber, you know. I used to be a YouTuber. I'm not a YouTuber anymore, but I used to be a YouTuber. Here, let me just put this together for you. And we're gonna mute this one. Then we're gonna do... Here, okay, this one. Yep. That's what we need, that. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. I'm cooking something up, guys. Don't worry, it's coming. Alright, so I'm gonna put this on the screen. I'm gonna full screen this. I'm gonna play this. Then I'm gonna let Ian talk.
All to put on the event. There are other that many people don't understand how charity events operate, because to be honest, they're all very different. And with something like a charity boxing event, there's a lot of money that you have to front to put it on in the first place. And if you have an investor, you're able to do that. That investor is going to want money, they're going to want profit, but
I feel like this articulates my point pretty well.
To put on the event. There are other charity initiatives and events that allow people to spend money for a ticket and immediately get a product, and also their money goes to charity. Those are usually big fucking conglomerates, giant companies that can afford that cost.
Bro, you're doing work with fucking Activision. What are you talking about? You're working with fucking Activision and Fansly. They're bankrolling your fucking event. What are you talking about? Where's all the money? Where did it go? How did you spend it all? That's before the ticket sales. Oh, God.
Usually big fucking conglomerates, giant companies that can afford that cost because they're selling you other things. Some people have an idea of charity events as being like a strictly altruistic thing where
Oh, that's a sentence. Whoa, dude. Dude, if you fucking zipped out for a second, you just got whiplash on that one. You know, there are some stupid fucking people who think charity is just like an altruistic thing, you know? Some of them forget that it's like a pretty sizable tax write-off for us.
An idea of charity events as being like a strictly altruistic thing.
Anybody have that misconception?
That can afford that cost.
Nicholas! The goat. Thank you for the
Dude, it's crazy to hear the It's for Charity crew start whining and crying, being like, well, some of you guys think that we only do this out of the kindness of our hearts. Even though that's the way they acted, right? Like, they literally put themselves on a pedestal and fucking pulled that card every chance. Oh, it's delicious to watch him fucking cry.
Why would so many people be Googling that?
We can be bees. And can be miserable for 30 years.
Dude,
this is good news.
When they get pushed, it's for charity. It's for charity. You're hating on a charity, J-Lo Ray. You're hating on a charity. All the money's going to charity. Bro, I posted this the other day. I actually am dying, dude. This is like a fucking... this makes it feel like a fucking scam. That's what it feels like. Look at Jayla Ray, dude. People are not giving Jayla Ray enough fucking hate. I'll bring it up right here. Look, Jayla Ray is the one who tweeted, "Good morning. I think it's weird to prey on a charity event's downfall." This tweet's actually, funny enough, not from 2023. This was tweeted fucking 2 weeks ago about this event. It's about Creator Clash 3. She fought in Creator Clash 2. She watched them not send money to charity. She watched the fucking content nuke come out. By the way, of course, you want to hear some concern trolling. No better than Jayla Ray, all right?
You watched that iDubbbz content cop on H3 yesterday, and you can't comprehend that that was a friend mourning someone that they used to know.
Bro, somebody that they used to know, dude. Holy shit. This is actually, dude, this is literally concern trolling.
I think you're pretty much fucked at this